Thank you. Kamaradi, how are you? Happy to see you.
Very happy to see you.
Happy to see you.
Very happy.
Aluta continua.
Dhuluma ikija, sote tuko tayari. Dhuluma ikija na sote tuko tayari. Zikija mbele yako, kanyaga, 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 na sote tuko tayari.
Tunajua vizuri our constitution article 131 inapea president the authority ya kuwa a symbol of national unity. So we are reminding the president, sisi kama civil society reference group, we are not partisan. We are not supporting or opposing the government. We are not supporting or opposing the opposition. We are not supporting or opposing the demonstrators. We are only taking the position of the constitution and the law. And what we are insisting is that the constitution recognizes that the president is a symbol of national unity. Meaning, everybody in this country must feel safe under the president. Now, if the president says that they should shoot demonstrators in the arm or in the leg, it means he is intimidating people who want to demonstrate. And that way, we will be disregarding the constitution. And Article 37 is very clear that there is freedom of picketing. So we are reminding the president that please do your responsibility by ensuring that everybody feels safe under you. And this goes by extension even to all other government officers. We saw the Speaker of the National Assembly addressing a public gathering in Rift Valley, and is calling on the citizens to protect the president. You know that is not supposed to happen because the president is already protected by the constitution. President cannot be prosecuted while in office. The president is already protected by the army, protected by the police and all the state machinery. Why would the citizens be needed to protect? That is incitement. So we do not want to hear such kind of statements, and we are insisting that there should be no shoot to kill or shoot to maim anyone. The government should do its bit by ensuring that the police protect lives and protect property. We petitioned the office of the president. We petitioned the office of the CS Interior then, now the current deputy president. We petitioned the PBO regulatory authority, the one that had transitioned, regarding the gray areas and the issues we thought were not okay in the PBO Act, the gray areas and the gaps we saw in the Act. None of them responded to us. So we had no option. We went to court, and on 30th of April, the court made a ruling that the PBO regulatory authority is unconstitutional, is in office illegally. And we're wondering why they are not respecting that. If they have no intention of appealing against the decision of the High Court, they should stop the activities that are going on. They are doing public participation. So we are reminding them to respect the process of the court. And if they have no intention of appealing, take the act back to Parliament so that the Parliament aligns it with the ruling of the court. We are behind schedule because within 1 year, all these processes were supposed to be complete. And 1 year was lapsing on 14th of May this year. Now you see we are past 1 year, and now it's when the PBO regulatory authority, in quotes, is doing public participation on regulations. We saw the goodwill from the president, and we are still hopeful that the president will maintain the goodwill in implementing the PBO Act so that we open up space. In fact, from where we sit as CSRG, if they had implemented the PBO Act fully, right now we will not be having the problems we are having that are surrounding the demonstrations, because we would be having self-regulation forums that will be regulating protests the same way the Matatu circles do. The circles make the Matatu industry to account. Now self-regulations will be the ones that will be answerable whenever there are malfunctions or malpractices during demonstrations. We strongly condemn destruction of property. As we said, we are not partisan. We are telling citizens that demonstrations are not supposed to be accompanied by destruction of property. So those who are destroying property, those are criminals that should be prosecuted. We are also telling those political leaders who are inciting the public to stop. We are also telling the government state officers who are also going against the law, by not protecting those during protesters. They must protect protesters and ensure that the constitution is upheld.
Kwa majina yangu ni Faith Mwangi, Nairobi convener CSRG. Na leo tumekuja hapa tukiwa kama kikundi cha CSRG kusema ya kwamba hatusupport na hatukatai government, hatusupport na hatukatai opposition, but yetu ni kusema ya kwamba lazima watu washikilie constitution na wafuatilie constitution to the letter. Kwa sababu ya kwanza, wakati tulileta constitution 2010 ni kitu iliyokubalika nchi nzima. Ni kitu ilitufungulia hata watu kujiongea na kusema yaliyo ndani mwao ama yale ya wanawafinyilia. Lakini ile kitu tunaona saa hii kwa hii nchi ni ukiongea ama kukosoa serikali unashikwa. Ukiongea ama kudemonstrate unashikwa. Kitu ya kwanza tunasema hatukubaliani na uharibifu wa mali, hatukubaliani na wizi, hiyo tumekataa kabisa. But ni haki ya mwananchi kuongea na kudemonstrate na kutembea kwa barabara wakisema yaliyo ndani mwao, na ni haki wasikizwe. Kwa hivyo tunasema ya kwamba polisi wana kisheria lazima waprotect mali ya watu na waprotect watu wakati wana picket ama wana demonstrate. Kwa hivyo hii mambo ya kusema ya kwamba hatuna haki za kutetea haki zetu kwa hii nchi imeenda to another level. Na tungeomba serikali na tungeomba opposition, hizi mambo mnafanya ama haya mambo mnaongea yarudi chini. Maana hii nchi hatutaki kuona ikienda in the way of anarchy. We want the opposition and the government to stop trivializing what the people are crying about. When you see children on the streets crying, placing their issues, let it not be politicized by either the government or the opposition. Let them be listened to, because there is a point that they are trying to put across. It is said by the wise, even a madman has a word that they can give. It is in order for everyone to listen and to hear and to know where the agitation is coming from. For example, when we look at the PBO Act, where we have been very instrumental in following up and seeing that it is implemented to the letter, you find that the PBO Act has not been implemented to the letter. In fact, as my colleague said, we questioned them at KICC. And what the CEO of the PBO regulatory body said is that even them, they are a bit confused on how to implement it. We wait together and learn how to implement it together. Now we find them, they are not giving the way forward. The court has pronounced itself, but the law is not being followed. That begs a question. Is this country having any obedience or having any political goodwill or having any sense of following the constitution or the law? These things are so broad, such that we cannot allow this country to go back the 207 way. We are beyond tribe, we are beyond everything. We are saying in unison that this country should be based on the constitution and the laws that are. And therefore mine is to beg the judiciary. You are the only reason that is left in this country. Let the law be followed to the letter. What I'm seeing is a lot of political bickering, a lot of back and forth of people who have no goodwill of protecting the citizenry that are there. So whether it is the opposition or the government, none of them have the goodwill to implement the law as it is.
My name is Catherine Banda from Civil Society Reference Group, Nairobi County. My main question is, why have a constitution and it's not functional? As Kenyans, we have a very good constitution compared to other countries. But why have it and it's not functional? Secondly, why have it and it favors specific group or specific persons and not all of us as a nation or as a country. That's a question for thought for all of us as Kenyans and also to the government.
My name is Stephen Omondi, and we as Civil Society Reference Group would urge the President to protect, defend, and uphold the Constitution of Kenya's sovereignty. We are perturbed by the statements that come out from the head of state, the MPs, and all those who represent the government at large. Our humble urge and desire is the President to ensure that peace and justice be our shield and defender as a country and to all the citizens. We should take it as a sole responsibility, we the citizens of the Republic of Kenya, to give guidance or to speak our mind on whatever we need. If we see the government and the President coming out largely and boldly, talking about shoot to kill innocent citizens who are exercising their rights that are enshrined within the Constitution, we are getting back to the old dark days, which we should not go back to that regime again. We urge the President to come out, protect and uphold the Constitution of Kenya.
My name is Elizabeth Kamene from Civil Society Reference Group of Kenya. As you have heard all my colleagues mentioning about the Constitution, it is true. If we want to move on good as a country, we need to follow the Constitution. As it is stated that you have a right to peaceful demonstration. And also for the protesters, it is good to follow the Constitution, not to distract people's properties. And to many people who have really engaged with CSRG Kenya, we have shown interest in joining our CSRG Kenya. We have an online membership application form at CSRG, Civil Society Reference Group at Facebook, and at Twitter we have CSRG Kenya. The membership is ongoing, and if you want to join CSRG, kindly engage with us. And we mobilize for accountability, mobilize to defend the Constitution, mobilize for transparency, and luta continua.